Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am giving away, I'm so excited about this, I've been waiting for this one for a while, the Jessica Rabbit eyeshadow palette. This is how the packaging looks. This is the actual compact itself. It's such Jessica Rabbit perfection. And the colors are really amazing colors. You've got purples, blues, you've got some bronzes, some gold colors. You've got a couple velvet neutrals down there. So I actually used all 9 of these colors in this palette to create this eyeshadow look. So if you want to see how I did that and how you can win this Jessica Rabbit eyeshadow palette, stick around and let's do some makeup. All right, we're getting to the Jessica Rabbit palette. These colors, you guys, are so amazing. Let's pop this guy open so I can show them to you. So you get 9 colors in this palette. You get some reds, you get some blues and purples. This is like bronze, gold, blues, purples. And these are like a shimmery finish to them. And then these guys down here, I look more like a velvet finish, and they're just a couple neutrals down here. So I'm gonna see how many of these 9 colors I can do in the look today. I don't want to create a Jessica Rabbit look because I think it's been done before, but let's see what we can do with the colors that come in this palette. And the names are really cute, like Sunset Boulevard, Drawn That Way, Patty Cake, I'm Not Bad. It's fun. Really cute. All right, let's get started. Let's see here. What do I want to start with? Let's put down a nice base for me to work with. I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to do everything. So I think a nice good base would be Carrot Cake right here. It's a light warm beige. And I'm using that with a deluxe crease brush, which you guys, these brushes are amazing. They're not just for the crease. I have so many of these and I love them. They're good for applying base shadow. They're good for creases. They're good for highlighter. They're good for concealer around the eye because the shape really gets into all little areas around the eye. So I love this brush. So I'm taking the deluxe crease brush and Carrot Cake and using this as a base all over the eye. So if I wasn't going for a warm look today, then I wouldn't want to use something as warm as Carrot Cake. Maybe I might want to use Toontown or Toon Kisses or even Honey Bunny, but I want to use this one to highlight with, I think, with a little bit of Drawn That Way. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. So let's go in again with another deluxe crease brush, and I'm going to do Love Letter all over the bottom lid. This is sort of like a red, bronzy color. And you can work it a little bit up into the crease. This brush is really great. It just finds that like sweet spot in the socket so naturally. And then for the inside corner of the eye, I'm gonna skip down to I'm Not Bad. And this is a little bit of a brighter copper kind of red. And we're just going to put this on the inside. Just sort of like the inside half of the eyelid, just to brighten it up a little bit. All about layering. Now let's go into Drawn That Way. And this is like a very light gold color. And that's just going to go on the inside corner. All right, now it is time to work on some contour. So what I'm going to do is another deluxe crease brush. And I'm going to start with this color right here. I'm gonna use all of these colors today. So this is Toon Kisses. This is a really nice heather gray color. So I'm gonna use this to kind of start the base of my contour which then will be able to blend up into the brow highlight a little bit more seamlessly so that there's not such a harsh line between the dark contour and the really light highlight. And this is going to go right in the socket and onto the brow bone, keeping it higher. Don't go underneath the socket because you don't want to make it look like your eyes are hooded or droopy. And this color isn't anything to be afraid of. It's an excellent, excellent color for starting your contour because it is so fair, but it gives you such a great map of where to work with. Where to work with. I'm sure that's not right. So it's all about layering and blending and creating seamlessness. John McClane. If you don't know who that is, he's the Scottish guy who does these makeup videos, and he's a really good makeup artist, but he has this affectation to his speech. I say it this way, he speaks in cursive. So I'll put a little info button on here to link you to his channel, and it's like ASMR, I think, is that what it's called? It's just so, at first it was kind of annoying, but then it got really soothing. So check it out, tell me what you think. All right, so now moving on to more contouring. Let's go into a Instapop shade brush. This has a good shape to it for getting right into the contour. And I'm gonna go in with Patty Cake, which is this lighter purpley color. Has a little bit of shimmer to it. And this is just gonna go right into the crease. But I've switched to this brush because it's a narrower brush than the Deluxe Crease brush, so it's not going to go as high as the Tune Kisses. And with contouring, you really want the bulk of the depth of your color on the bottom, and then you want to feather it up to the brow bone because that's what creates that more realistic crease and fold, even where you necessarily don't have one, because we're painting it a little bit higher to make the eyes look bigger. And that looks good, so I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. So now I've turned the brush this way, and I'm just creating a little bit more of an even or uniform blend. I'm not taking the brush higher. The bottom of the brush is sitting on that contour line, the bottom of the contour line, and then whatever the width of the brush is, that's how high I take this color into the Tune Kisses. And then moving on to a smaller crease brush, because we were using the Instapop shade brush. I think I called it the Instapop crease brush. This is the Instapop crease brush. It's for a little bit more detailed work, and we're going to go into Oh Roger, which is this darker, I would say almost like amethyst color to the Patty Cake. And this one definitely has like a sparkly, glittery effect to it. And this one is just going to go on the outside corner of the crease. We're not going to take it in too far. And then we're also going to put it on the outside corner of the eye. We're going to come down from where our crease color is and connect that to the outside of the lash line. And then we're going to pull that in towards the center of the eyelid. Go back into a little bit more Oh Roger. Really kind of back that up. And you want to drag it a little bit further onto the eyelid on the bottom, and then just kind of sweep it up to the outside corner, but it's going to be wider on the bottom and a little narrower on the top, and that creates that cat wing look to pull the eye out. And then I'm going to blend the crease a little bit with a definer brush. This is good at getting in and blending. I'm not putting anything on it, it's just a clean brush, but I'm just going to work that color into the crease and then blend into the patty cake. So you get the line, but it just looks a little softer. And then let's do that on the other side. Good. Let's go ahead and keep using that same crease brush and the Oh Roger color, but I'm just dipping the tip of it into the eyeshadow, and then this is going to come right underneath. And I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inside corner of the eye. I'm just bringing it to where my bottom lashes end on the inside corner of my eye, and then connecting it to the shadow work that I've done on the top. I am going in with a base shadow brush and Honey Bunny, and this is going to be my brow bone color, my highlight color, just to kind of brighten it up, give a little bit more definition to the contour color. And I'm keeping it matte today so that it just looks nice and clean and it's not competing with the shimmer of the contour. If you do a shimmer contour color, then I would suggest, as I'm doing here, keeping the brow bone matte. All right, so we've got the brow bone color on, and now I'm gonna do one more thing to the inside corner of the eye to really make this pop. We're going to use a MAC Dazzle Shadow liquid to create a sort of false cut crease. And then that's where we're going to be using the last of these colors from the Jessica Rabbit palette. This one is Sunset Boulevard. And this is just like a really beautiful deep gold color. So I'm using a gold toned, deeper gold toned Dazzle Shadow. And this one is called Beam Time. And so I'm just going to load some up on my brush, my little spongy applicator. And this is going to go in the inside half of the lower lid. And then it just creates, don't go too high up into the crease, but pushing this up against the contour color creates like this really super fast, easy cut crease look without having to go in and actually like lay down a coat of concealer to carve out the line and then put your shadow over it. This just kind of does it all in one step. I mean, you are limited to the colors that they have to work with, but you can either leave it on its own or put shadow over it and use it more as like a base. I do both. If you leave it by itself, you're going to have a little bit more of a dramatic looking cut crease. When you put shadow on top of it, it still works, but it just kind of brings it down a little bit. But that's okay. I'm not mad at that for today. So going in with a base shadow brush and Sunset Boulevard. And we're just going to tap this on top of the Dazzle Shadow liquid. You can see the difference. So it brings it down a little bit, but you still get the effect. I like it on its own, really. I think it's very striking, but I really wanted to use all 9 colors in this palette today. And this was the best way I saw to do that. So here we are. All right, so that sometimes can dull down the outside corner work that you did. So we're gonna just back that up a little bit with the Instapop crease brush, going back in with that Oh Roger, and let's just bring that color back in. And blend that out with the definer brush. And that's it. We are good to go. Now, what I want to do, this is what I was talking about earlier. This new product that I think is going to work really well with the colors of this palette. It's the Morphe Gel Liner. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it open here. Guess I should have done that before I started filming, but I just got it. It's the gel liner from Morphe, and this one is in vitamin C. That's C, SEA, that's in the body of water. And I am going to be applying this with a definer brush. So this is going to be my eyeliner for the top of my eye. So I'm just going to get my brush in there and load my brush up with the gel liner and paint that line on. I'm going to use my mirror here. So just getting the inside corner, trying to create a sharp line on the inside corner and then a nice smooth line, getting thicker as we move our way to the outside corner of the eye. And you want to make sure that you keep plenty of product on your brush. You don't want it to get too dry because then it's going to start dragging across your eyelid and it's going to give you a really sloppy looking line. And then we're just coming to the outside corner of the eye, and then we're going to create a little tail. So we're going to come in on the edge of our eyeshadow, and we're just going to connect that to the eyeliner above the lash line. And then we're just going to make it a little bit wider. And then just make sure that the tip is kind of fanned out a little bit so it looks like it comes to a little bit of a finer point. And then I like to bring it down a little bit so it looks nice and connected. So normally I use a liquid liner. It's been a while since I've used like a dip eyeliner. And I have to say, this is a fun color, but I do prefer just a liquid liner out of a pen. So now what we're gonna do is take the Instapop crease brush, but we're not gonna put any product on it. We're just gonna use this to move the gel liner in so that it doesn't really look so much like an eyeliner. It just looks like a deeper shadow color on the edge, on the outside edge, and just kind of bringing that in and smudging it out a little bit. But I want to leave it kind of crisp and sharp on the inside. MAC Kohl pencil in Smolder, and we're going to do this to tightline the top lashes. And then let's waterline with the Smolder color today too. Sometimes I put a lighter color in there, and that helps to kind of open up the eye, give it a little bit more of like a doll-like look. But I think with the purple and the smoky colors, I think the tight lining, it gives the eye a really nice sort of like I don't know, the snatch sort of sexy look. And so I think that works. For what we're doing today, let's get some brows on. Urban Decay Brow Blade Pencil in Neutral Nana. All right, popped some top lashes on. I've got some bottoms on. I just put about 4 little wispy clusters on to kind of create a little bit, sort of like a twiggy eyelash almost, and then dusted off all of the powder. I also prepped my lashes with a MAC eyelash curler and the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. I put the lashes on, dusted off the powder, and now I'm going to do a quick coat of CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara onto the false lashes, just to clean up any little bit of makeup or powder that might be on there. You want to be gentle, because you don't want to rip the lashes off, but you also don't want to get a smudge of mascara on your beautiful makeup. And this is a rather large brush, but I like it because it doesn't have those traditional bristles that I feel really can pull and drag on the lashes, and that's why I like this one to put on false lashes. So now let's finish up with the face makeup. The first thing that I like to do once I've dusted off the powder is blend in my contour color. And for that, I use the MAC bronzing powder in Golden. And I am using that with a Real Techniques Artist Powder brush. And I'm gonna load up the brush, shake off the excess, and then it's gonna come in on the back side of the cheekbone where I've laid the contour down, and then I'm going to blend that up into the temple. And I like the way that this makes my complexion look. I think it looks more natural because this is where the sun would naturally hit you more. And it also blends out the contour. So once again, we're just creating a much softer, more blended look. This is the mineralized blush in the discontinued color Gleeful. And I think they've got one that's pretty close to this now, but I haven't tried it yet. I've just seen it in the store. But this one it's like a light mauvey pink with little gold reflex in it. I really like it. I'm disappointed and surprised that they discontinued it, but I suppose everybody says that about their favorite products. So this is just going to dust onto the apple of the cheek and then blend into the bronzer on the cheekbone. And next, everybody's favorite, highlighter. I don't like to go too crazy with the highlighter unless that's specifically the look I'm going for. Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and the color is Double Gleam, and I just run my fan brush in it. I shake off the excess. I come in like this to create that little bit of like a laser beam highlight, because I feel like it kind of creates a little bit of a chisel or a carved out effect. But then I take it like this and I sort of blend and then sweep highlighter onto the rest of the cheekbone and up into the temple. I'm going to use Runway Rogue's liquid lipstick in, this is in Film Noir, Hover by MAC. All right, so we're going in with Top Model. And this is going to go right over the Film Noir. So we are all done. I'm going to set everything with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. And then while it's still damp, we're going to work it into the skin by lightly stippling it with a powder brush to really give the makeup a nice, soft, dewy, natural finish. I pulled some hair aside to complete the look, but what I want to do first is connect my face tapes. So we're going to grab this guy and this guy. There we go. Now she's snatched. Snatched. All right, I've got my little edge saver here for my wig. That's going to go on like this. Ooh, I like this. This is actually a wig that I have had for, I'm going to say, at least 8 years I've had this hair. And it was long, and it just got really kind of ratty, what have you. So I cut it. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So I'm digging it. It's kind of giving me like early 80s, sort of like Cleopatra look, but like modernized, because instead of it just being like a straight butch bang, it's like a little bit of a soft side bang. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my finishing touches. Finished look is coming right up. Thank you so much for watching. In order to win the Jessica Rabbit palette, you have to subscribe to my channel and then tell me what your favorite scene is from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You will be entered to win the palette. This drawing is in 1 week. I'm shortening the length of time and putting more palettes out there. So a little bit more movement, a little bit more action. Once again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.